My top three movies of all time. Wow. You might not like my answers. As a film student myself, a connoisseur of the industry, I can't help but feel that I have a much higher level of comprehension when it comes to film than the average American.
Okay, so I generally don't like to stitch people, and at the end of the day, this guy's just making a joke. It's not that deep. He's certainly not the only person on this app to have made this exact same joke beat for beat, so not a lot of points for originality, but that's neither here nor there. My issue is the way he starts out this video with this character that's supposed to be a pretentious film bro asshole saying something that's supposed to be comedic in and of itself. I've studied film, and therefore I think I know more than the average American on this topic. That shouldn't be controversial. That should just be an accepted truth. I don't know why people have this animosity towards people who take an academic interest in the study of the arts. And to be clear, you don't have to get a degree to study film. Some of the greatest filmmakers of our time don't have any formal education in the topic, but they do study the art form. If a doctor got in this app and said, these are my 4 favorite tools for practicing medicine, either they represent huge medical breakthroughs or they are incredibly effective at treating patients in my practice, would people freak out if they were obscure doctor-specific things? Would they say, this guy is such a pretentious prick, I can't believe he didn't say ibuprofen and Band-Aids? And obviously, studying the arts is very different than studying medicine. But at the end of the day, it's studying. It's people who have taken time and put in the effort to learn and become experts on these topics. So, of course, they're going to have more involved answers than someone who has never studied these things. Why is it only with the arts that this is such a laughable idea to people? Like, you wouldn't walk into fucking NASA and say, oh, what, do you think you're better than me because you're an astrophysicist with 3 degrees? At that specific thing, yeah, I think they're better than you. But people like movies. And of course, in this insanely individualistic and performative culture we have now, the movies that we like, we view as foundational representations of ourselves. And so, of course, if the movies you like aren't considered cool or prestigious or smart enough, then that is a direct reflection on you and your value in society. So when you see a video of someone who has studied film listing their favorite films and you don't recognize any of them and you haven't seen any of them, you don't see that as an opportunity to grow or merely a sense of self-expression from someone else. You see it as a direct attack on you, of yourself not being good enough, of your performance and enjoyment of the media that surrounds us as being insufficient. And that's just foundationally not what's fucking happening. Art is something for everyone to enjoy. And you know what? It's supposed to be personal. It's supposed to be specific. It's great if a piece of art resonates with you on a different level than other people, but it should never be a competition. And if you have no interest in putting time and energy into studying the art form or the history behind it, that's totally cool. Like, you do not have to be an expert, but it's super weird to look down on people who do want to spend their time learning more about it and who do want to spend time becoming an educated expert in this field. The other thing that's crazy to me is the assumptions people make about these films that they've never heard of. The assumption that all of these films must be, pretentious, inaccessible art house films just because they were made in a different country and a different language, when half the time these are just films that inspired like the modern day slasher genre. And if you ever did watch any of these films, I think you'd be surprised at how fun and accessible and sometimes silly they are. Like, these were people experimenting and having fun. And it's okay if you don't ever want to get into that. But it's just super weird to act like this is some crazy, inaccessible thing that people are trying to gatekeep from you, when in fact, it's the exact opposite. People are telling you, these are the films that inspired me. You can check them out if you want to. That's an invitation. No one is telling you, I think I'm better than you. They're trying to share something they're passionate about with you. You're the one being a dick about it.